All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about anything you want to talk about today. This is Ray Reynolds of Blueprint Live. Means any discussions open for you. How's your day going? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? And how can I help you? The ultimate goal is what can be done to help you, and steps, rules, and tools. Exactly what I was talking about all the time. There's always a procedure to do something. There's always a way to accomplish a goal. All right, no matter what we're trying to do, but anything is it's mindset. It's what we're looking to do: structure, finance, and dream. So if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer those questions for you as we're trying to get through this process in this live show. It's, again, the Ray Reynolds Blueprint Live. And the main thing is, if you have any questions, please ask your questions. Be glad to help you in any step of the way. See if you can ask some questions you don't have answers to today. Maybe I can, kind of set that position for you and answer some questions how I got to million to billion, right? Through structure, corporation structure. It's the way you play the game and win. So the main thing is, let's see what things as well. Okay, no problem. We're going to talk about this video right here.
So if you want to get a car loan without getting totally screwed, then watch this video because I'm going to teach you exactly how to get a car loan the right way. Financing a car is a big deal because if you don't do it the right way, you're going to lose a ton of money and you're probably going to end up going upside down in your car. Now, I bought my first car when I was 20 years old, and I was so stupid because I got a $20,000 loan for 7 years at 17% interest. So please don't do what I did because I didn't do any research and I took really bad advice from my friends on how to grow my credit. And we all know.
Well, let's talk about what he's talking about when he's 20 years old buying a car. First of all, you need some help buying a car, rules and tools. Now, we have a question that came up. Let me answer the question. How do you get medical, dental, vision insurance, life insurance? What? Maybe the corporation structure. Let's talk about a client I did last week. Last week, a client's going to spend $30,000 on a project. They wanted to give me $3,000 for another project, some coaching. Sounds great. At the last minute, he had a problem. His tooth went out. So what happens? There's always excuses when people can't do something, and usually they backpedal. They backpedal all the time. In other words, I told him flat out, I tell you what, give me your corporation, tax ID, your address, and your name. So he's going to give me $3,000 for some coaching, some basic program. Fantastic. His problem is he couldn't get it because, hey, I got to spend the $3,000 for my teeth. I said, let me tell you this. On my dashboard, I have $62 million of credit. Let me position you. And so what I did for him is very simple. I got him a care credit card, care credit for dental. Care credit can be used for you and your dogs, your animals, your cats, and whatever you got. So I got him for $30,000. Simple. First one, there's two of them. So I got one for the wife, husband. But I did it as a business account. So in other words, the business got care credit as a business account. So then you can invest in a project. So guess what? There's always a way to get things you want to do things as well, but it's going to be up to you, how you position yourself as we do this as well. So let's go back to this gentleman talking about a car when he bought it when he was 20 years old.
That bad advice will always lead to really stupid decisions. Now, I'm Jason with the Honest Finance channel, and I make a lot of videos on different financial topics. So if you are interested in this type of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, or at least give this video a like. And now, on to the content that you've been waiting for. Now, I'll start by saying that financing a car...
Number one, he's showing the Lamborghini. He doesn't have one. Okay? When he keeps saying the word stupid, I don't like it because I was told on TikTok I can't say stupid. Reality is very simple. He's talking about a car he doesn't have. Okay, he's never had before. So reality is very simple. A car is a division in a corporation, a tax ID. So let's listen to this guy about his channel. I'm sorry, at the end of this channel, I'm going to say I don't like it because it's a bunch of hooey. The bottom line is realistic, what you can really do. People don't buy Lamborghinis, okay? They don't buy Ferraris. Let's show what you could do down to earth, down to earth. Okay, I'd show Lamborghinis and Ferraris all the time for one reason, because I have them. I've been buying, I had 21 cars in my car collection, all right, $4.6 million Ferrari. So I'll show you what I got, not some picture, some other hooey things, and by the line, it's pretend stuff. See, you need rules and tools. You got to realize it's not pretend. We'll listen to him some more. I think his channel should be actually deleted.
Car is basically broken into 3 different parts, but you've got to understand how these different parts work in order to not get screwed as the consumer. We'll be looking at the amount borrowed, the interest rate, and the length of the loan. Those are the 3 different parts that you need to understand. These three different numbers will determine what you can or can't afford as a monthly car payment, so pay attention. And just remember that a monthly payment doesn't determine what you can actually afford until you apply what I'm talking about. Now, starting with the amount borrowed.
Well, so far I heard a bunch of hooey, in my opinion. What does it mean? Number one, you go to a car dealership. That's the mistake you made. You should never go to a car, dealership to buy a car. It makes no sense because what happens, car dealerships are crooks. They're all crooks. All of them, 100%. They created this Isaac 8 report, Isaac 8. It's a BS credit report. They made it up because they wanted it years ago. When I help something called Reynolds and Reynolds, if you look at car dealerships, look and ask for Reynolds and Reynolds. They use that for financing. You know, someday you'll know who Reynolds and Reynolds really is. But again, we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about what you can do. A car. You don't go to the dealership. That's the mistake. He's going to tell us the wrong way, interest rate and everything else. The bottom line is, if you have a business, it should be a car through a division, corporation, and a process. And that's what it should be. We're going to hear his blah, 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 blah. And I'm not going to say some of the words he uses because I don't use those words. You know, and I'd like to see the words duck and sheep, but because that's what most people are. Car dealership. When you allow them to sweat you for 5 hours, that's a big mistake. Let's listen to a bunch of this more BS what we hear today. And I think this channel should be shut down.
This will be your entire car purchase, plus any taxes and fees, and any money that's left from a previous car.
Does this guy have a
It's basically
personality?
everything you need to borrow from the bank in order to purchase your car. Now make sure to do the research on the car that you're buying so that you can get the best deal possible. And please don't pay full price for extended warranty.
I thought you just told me you're going to teach me how to get the car price. Which is it? Are you going to help me get the car and the price? You just told me to be careful. I thought you were doing the work with me or for me. I guess you're not. Okay, what are we talking? You're talking left and right at the same time. It makes no sense. What do we do? So let's understand the position of the car. Okay, my problem with people like this and all this stuff on YouTube and the blah, 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 most of it's crap. Okay, yeah, his way sucks is what you just said. It's true. Because it is. It's like crap. See, people need real rules and tools. Today, every one of you can go online today to Mercedes, Lexus, Ford, I don't care what it is. All right, you can look online and they allow a lease or finance car under a tax ID. Tax ID. It's very simple. 90% of people want to be an entrepreneur. Unfortunately, they fail at that because they don't know what they're doing anyway, because that's what happens. The reality is lack of knowledge and structure. Everybody screws up. It's like here, we got a question here. It's very simple. Once a car is registered in a division, do you buy an auto insurance through? Well, number one, insurance can be cheaper for you versus the corp and the division. A lot of times you have a division of you because you want to save on the insurance too. But remember something, there's a form, and I created all these forms years ago in the 70s and 80s and 90s. There's assignment of insurance. Let's say you got the insurance is cheaper for you. You can do assignment of insurance or what's called reimbursement. So you could have the insurance been assigned to the corporate division for you, and they have the company pay for it anyway. There's many ways to do this based on your structure. See, every structure has to be customized, and that's what has to realize customization. See, not everybody's got $1 million company. Nobody's got a 100,000. No one has a 10 million. Structure is everything. It's like when people talk about this 179 about the code for IRS about the 6,000 pound of car. It's a bunch of hooey. See, the reality is if you got the car bought through the division of a corporation, who cares how much it weighs? A corporation owns the damn car. You're driving a company car. See, there's a big difference, a company car versus buying a car under you. Let's listen some more of the blah, blah, blah. Yes, I agree, his way sucks.
Or carpet cleaning, anything like that, because those prices are all negotiable. Just remember to get the best price possible on your car purchase.
I think you said you're going to help me do this.
My car buying negotiation video if you need help in this area. Now, as far as the interest rate goes, this is just the amount of money that you have to pay back the bank in order to even have your car loan. Now, in order to get the best interest rates, you've got to have excellent credit, or you've got to have a co-signer that has excellent credit in order to make it happen. And if you
never want to use a co-signer, that's the dumbest thing people could do. I have a couple, a nice guy, his wife, husband, what situation. It's a nice couple, lovely people. They co-signed for their daughter's car, and I said, no, please don't do it. Don't do this, don't do it, don't do it. See, now everybody listens to me, even though I've been helping people for 50 years. I say, do not co-sign for your daughter. Let me set her up as a division, as a corporation, or one of your company divisions and buy the car at fleet price. He didn't listen. He co-signed for the car, for the daughter. 6 months later, she lost her job. What happened to the car? Got repossessed. What happens now? Dad and daughter don't talk. Dad and daughter, no. See, money should never be the problem between a family member, especially a father and a daughter. Okay, that's priceless. Okay, or a father and a mother, whatever it needs to be, of the daughter and the mother situation. You see, you should never set yourself up to fail. You have to plan the problem. I told him flat out, do not co-sign for the daughter's car. You do not need to. I mean, come on. Ford has a first buyer program. Ford Motor. Okay, Mercedes does. All right, Kia does. Honda does. They have first-time buyer programs all the time. Why would you guarantee the loan of the car for the daughter? I couldn't understand. I said, no. Car got repossessed, and for 4 months they didn't talk to each other. I mean, realize the dad's mad at the daughter lost her job, and you're supposed to take care of me, Dad. That's your job. That's what she's thinking mentally. That's what she's always done. Why? Because Dad's always been there for her, but now his dad's pissed off. Dad's pissed off meant the car got repossessed. Okay, the reality is very simple. I told my client, I said flat out, if you do not forgive your daughter, I will not help you anymore. I kept every angle I could help him to understand he's a father. All right, his job is to be a husband, father, and a man up. Daughter lost the car, so what? Give it up. Money is not all that important, okay? It is important, but again, what's more important, the daughter relationship with the dad or the car or the repossession? I told him flat out, I'm not going to help you. I will not help you anymore, period. You're out of my coaching, you're done. He's been a client for like 20 plus years. You're done. He goes, Ray, I can't live without you. See, when you realize my clients get stuck with me, they want me to be in their life for the rest of their life to do car, house, and all these pieces. So it's like when we had the Reynolds live show here, the Blueprint Live, you got to realize anything you need, let me know. Please stump the hell out of me. Please bring it on. I don't think you can. We used to play Stump Ray all the time, and Ask Ray, all right, when we would basically in the back scene about, LegalZoom and all this crazy stuff behind the scenes. So understand, all right, he would not forgive the daughter. Hey, then I took out the Bible. He says he's a godly man. Okay, fantastic. I said, if you don't forgive your daughter, God won't forgive you. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. If you don't forgive your daughter, God will not forgive you. So you got no choice. So what did he have to do? Very simple. He finally got to the point, he let it go. Let it go, let it go. Money is not everything. Money is a necessity. I don't love money. I need money. But I got to the point of building millions and billions of dollars because they're good at it. And that's what happened. So let's listen to this guy's hooey some more. And then I'll tell you how to really buy a car the right way. Okay, let's go from there.
Are using a cosigner, make damn sure that you can make your monthly payments every single month.
Don't you ever use a cosigner. Ever. This guy's a ding-dong.
Because if you're late just once, you're going to hurt their credit score. And trust me, they're going to be pretty pissed when they go in to get a loan and they realize that you screwed their credit score. The bottom line here, though, is that if you do have bad credit, just stick with the cheap car so that you can actually make the payments and build your credit along the way. Or you could pay cash and save up like we used to back in the day. You'll also want to have a down payment of...
Back in the day, this guy was lucky he bought a $1,000 car cash. He's an ex-football player. You can tell the way he talks, okay? Come on. I mean, does he have an education and know about finance, credit, and everything else? Or do you just a bunch of hooey because you want to make money on a video? 80% of the videos you see on YouTube and TikTok, the reality is it's crap. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. It's crap. Okay, crap. They made a buck. Okay, their videos got popular. Well, because I wasn't playing there. I've been writing checks for millions and millions of dollars for TV and radio. So now we got to correct some of these silly people. He never bought a car, paid cash. If he did, it was a $1,000 car. I mean, guess what? What can I say? All right, you don't listen to ding-dongs like this at all, at all.
About 10 to 20% to get the best rates. And new cars will typically need about 20% down because of their fast depreciation. I know that 20% down is a lot, but you've got to understand that in order to get the best rates, you got to make a few sacrifices. If you have an existing...
Okay, number one, first-time buyer program. If you buy a car, you're probably not putting any money down at all. If you do, it's $1,000, maybe $5,000. Now, the other thing is, realize one thing is called pickup payments. Let's pretend today you wanted to really buy a car your way. You went to the dealership. Fantastic. I'm against that. I'm so against going to the dealership, it's ridiculous because I buy at fleet price and tax lien division. But you went to the dealership. Fantastic. I love it. You let them sweat you for 5 hours. 5 hours, they sweated you for 5 hours. Well, in the dealership, you thought you were going to be there for a quick minute. No. 5 hours. Now, the problem you have is this is your problem. You answer their questions. The question was very simple. Okay, what payment can you afford? That's the time you have to shut up. You don't answer the damn question. The moment you allow them to know what payment you can afford, they size you up. There comes that Isaac Gate BS report. Their cars are marked up 60%, 60%. You're not getting fleet price. You look at the sticker price and it says suggested retail, and then they mark it up over here all over the place. So your problem is going to the dealership and answering the question, what payment can you afford? That's the dumbest thing you ever answered in the first place, in my opinion. The next thing is, all right, you sign this piece of paper. It says, you're allowed to run my credit. That's called dumb. You see what happens? Very simple. On the credit situation, what they're going to do is very simple. What they're going to do, they're going to ask you, all right, to run your credit. You give them permission. See, everything we do in life is permission. You gave permission for the IRS to tax your paycheck. You give permission to run your credit. Above your signature on that application, you're supposed to write down, this allows one inquiry only. One inquiry, not 5 inquiries, not 10, 9. See, they sell you on the inquiry base because they jack it up. They make $225 for every inquiry they do to you. They do it on purpose. Like I said, they're crooks. Isaac A. report and all the 5 hours, and you answer the questions. Your problem is not knowing how to buy a damn car in the first place. Let's listen to this man's hooey some more time. Okay, as we do this. Obtain the new life insurance policy. Should I make irrevocable trust my beneficiary, or should I basically choose my family member? Car and insurance. Understand when anything else about liability. Liability has a problem. Liability is a division, always a division. Your family should be basically officers of your corporation when they take it over when you pass away. When we die, our family should take over our empire. I mean, come on. Rich and famous people don't let their corporations do business. They buy businesses. It doesn't matter if it's the Gettys, the Hiltons, the Rockefellers, or the Dodge, the Fords, whatever. It doesn't matter if it's the Trumps. Every one of them have a corporation after themselves. Why? That's the parent company that controls everything. I have raised credit at Ray Reynolds Financial Services and Ray Reynolds our University, and we had the Ray Reynolds Blueprint Live for a reason. My kids take over, they don't have to do it. I pass away, I resign, or I'm fired. They don't have to pay probate. There's none of this crap you do. Everything you do, it's just like a bunch of yo-yos doing it wrong. You've been following yo-yos like this all your life, and that's why you have yo-yo in your life. It's crap. It's so much crap, it's ridiculous. I mean, the reality is you need to structure yourself the right way. Buy a car, it's fleet price, tax ID division. You get pre-approved online. I mean, this is ridiculous. But again, the world's going to watch a bunch of circus clowns, okay? What do we do? Let's listen more.
Car that you can sell, just take those profits and use those towards your down payment, and you'll probably have enough. Now, if you don't have very much down, you can at least see what the banks will give you because it's worth a try. The best car loan interest rates are typically about 3 to 5%, which will cost you about $30 to $50 a year per $1,000 that you borrow.
Wow.
So if you're financing $20,000, then you're going to be looking at about $600 to $1,000 a year in interest, but that's on optimal
What new
credit
car is $20,000? How old is this video? 100 years old?
Higher than 5%, then I would highly suggest working on your credit score or paying cash for the car so that you don't go completely upside down on it.
Oh, it's a crash car. He's going to show that
Being
upside down.
in your car means that you owe more than the car is actually worth, and that is not a good thing.
Deficiency balance, right?
Depreciate on their own, which totally sucks, but it is normal. But just keep in mind that you don't want to be paying a ton of interest.
See, he's not telling you a damn thing. It's a yo-yo video. That's it. They're not telling you if you lose your car, all right, what's going to happen is you get an IRS problem. See, you didn't plan the problem. The moment you buy a car, you never buy it jointly because that makes no sense. Husband and wife, joint, no. Lose a car, you have irrevocable trust. Now I'm going to go into this first. Lose a car. That's a repossession or voluntary repossession. Now your credit sucks, and then they give you an IRS problem called 1099-C because the creditor didn't receive the money you promised to pay them. It's unclaimed income. All right, the deficiency balance is there too. I mean, guess what? That 1099-C is going to screw up your credit. You have a tax problem now. See, the reality is life is rules and tools. The reality is truth. Not a bunch of yo-yos with videos that think they can make some money selling you a bunch of crap. Because that's all I hear is crap. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't get it. But again, crap. Let's listen to some more crap.
Because you will go upside down in your car. Now, when you decide to finance a car, I would stick with just banks and credit unions because they always have the best rates. Just shop around online and I'm sure that you'll find a bank really quick and easy. And please don't go with your local bank just because you know who they are, because that doesn't always mean that they're going to have the best rates. Just always go with whomever has the best terms because that's going to save you the most money on your car.
See, the problem is you don't determine the terms. You went to a car dealership. You do not determine the terms. You went to a car dealership. I mean, this guy is double talking all over the place. It's just a bunch of clowns. Okay. I mean, the reality is what? I mean, I don't get it. He's talking about terms and interest rate, but you went to the dealership that determines your interest rate and your terms. You told them what you're paying, you can afford. They're going to have a piece of paper and work out these numbers with you. They're going to lie to you. They're going to position you to sucker you into a deal because you're silly enough to go to the dealership to do that. You're going to be silly enough to use the ISIC report. Your credit's this, and you go there. What? Then my credit's not that. Yes, it is. No, it's not. ISIC 8 report is BS. Car dealerships are crooks. All of them are crooks. They're all crooks. It's ridiculous. They come with this report, they don't tell you what it is, and they always got bad credit. They get to size you up. Then there's 9 inquiries, then they size you up and then charge you more and all this crap. They're making money off the inquiries. All right? So this guy should be double talking, shouldn't be double talking at all. Car dealerships size you up. It's not your terms, what your payment is. The whole focus they get you mentally is about your payment. I mean, you can always get an interest loan free, or you can always get 1 to 3 or 5%. You don't go to your bank. Hell no. Bank, no credit unions, always credit unions. That's the point, credit unions. We got to do this the right way. But again, as we do this, let's understand. If we can get through this whole video, that's crap.
As an example, I live in Utah, and I actually financed.
He's Mormon. Fantastic. Okay, I went in Utah for 3 years in Mormon. The government sent me there for training for the Mormon. Learned about Brigham Young in the middle of, Main Street and everything else, and the 3 books of Mormon and everything else. That's great. Okay, but again, what can you say? I mean, everybody's got their own beliefs. That's how it works.
Dealers can also get you really good rates on car loans.
No, they
But
can't.
Just make sure that they don't get a cut of the interest rates.
Yeah, we get a
If they're
cut.
not taking a cut, then go ahead and use them.
How do you know if they're making a cut? They wrote the contract. This is crap.
And sometimes car
They wrote the
manufacturers,
contract. How are you going to know they get a cut or not cut?
typically really good from about 2% to 0% on new car purchases. So if you're looking into a new car and they offer 0% financing and there's nothing funny about it, then that is a seriously good deal.
That's what I told you, 0%. Oh, goody.
Now, if you've made it this far
a
into the
good-
video, please give it a thumbs up to help me
Oh,
out, because
I'm
it's
suffering
always
in this
worth
video. I'm
it.
suffering. I've never seen so much
Finally,
dumb in my
let's
life.
cover the length of the loan, which is
Final.
the amount of time that you're going to be making monthly payments until the loan is paid off. Just remember this, the longer the length of the loan, the smaller your car payments are going to be. But just remember
Wow.
that the longer the loan is, the more that you're going to pay in interest. And this is what you have to understand.
You have to understand.
this because banks and
Okay.
dealers will just increase the length of your loan in order to get your payments where you want them so that you
Well,
think
his
you're
eye
getting a
state
good
store
deal.
for
The
because you reading the
monthly payment
script.
is only important
Fantastic.
if
Read
you're
that script.
following the
Come on,
three
bring it
parts that I've
on.
been talking about. Now, the length of the car loan should only be about 24 to 60 months. If you go with anything that's longer than the 60 months, you're going to see the interest rates increase and you're guaranteed to waste way too much money on your car. Typically, the interest rates will go up about 1 to 2 points for every year you extend past 60 months.
Ay, ay,
That's
ay.
also for the
Okay, I'm done listening to this guy. Okay? I mean, it's a bunch of hooey. The bottom line is very simple. It's crap. I'm going to tell you crap all the way because of what it is. It's crap. I don't like crap. Okay? I don't like stupid. I can say it here because I don't get in trouble. Okay? I don't like stupid. Okay, well, we just wasted is 20 minutes of my life I can't get back. It's like, this is called dumb. I mean, these videos like this should be taken off the, YouTube and just thrown away. It's a bunch of crap. Okay, car, simple. Have a corporation, LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, whatever you got. Have it as a division. You buy the car as a division because you have a problem. He's not talking about liability. He's not talking about anything, but he's a bunch of crap. Number one, you bump a car, right? They sue the registered owner. They're going to sue you. See, you didn't plan the problem. They're going to sue you. Then they sue your spouse. Now you screwed everything up. You men have a problem. You keep screwing up your family the way you do it every day. I mean, a man's supposed to be a man. Supposed to be a husband, a father. What do? It's about it. I'm sorry. This is crap. You want to buy a car, it's fleet price tax ID division. Or you buy a car personally, you don't go to the dealership and get them sweat you for 5 hours and what, inquiry? No. You say this allows for inquiry only. Okay, now that I've got to this mind draining, all right, it just drained 10% of my intelligence for 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's go to some questions and answers here. We talked about property held. All right, again, if I own a property and it's being held by a nonprofit, number one, how's it going to be that? How's it going to happen? How are you going to own a property owned by a nonprofit? How? Are you going to quickly deed it to a nonprofit or a division? Okay. Here's the problem. If you have a nonprofit, you better have a 501c3 exemption. This is a nonprofit state filing, period. That's what it is. Once you get that done and the tax ID is done as well, what? All right, and you have a bank account, then you go to the irs.gov. It's a 1023 form. We want to get public benefit. So we get a nonprofit status. Now we're recognized as a nonprofit in all 50 states if we want to go all 50 states. Now you're a real nonprofit. You're not a pretend nonprofit. You're not in this Minnesota, this California ripping people off. Hopefully you know that daycare crap. But a nonprofit. How is the house owned property going to be put in a nonprofit? You said if I own property, I would transfer it into the division of a nonprofit corporation. Should it place it into my irrevocable trust? No. See, what you're looking at is this. The property's under the nonprofit. Understand, property has a problem called what? Liability. So what's happened? If my house is irrevocable trust, understand something. The house that I live in is in an irrevocable trust. That's not our house. Now, I'm responsible for the loan. That's what I have to do is pay the loan. That makes sense. But again, I get to write off my taxes. I recycle my paycheck if I have a paycheck. So again, should I put irrevocable trust? The corporation nonprofit should basically let the irrevocable trust take over the corporation at your demise, or your children do. Let's pretend you have a nonprofit organization, you have a division, you put a house in it, it's a hospice house, you have $112,000 a month coming in. You resign, you're fired, or you die, okay? Who takes over? Well, since it was named as a neutral name and it says that trust controls the house, then your children are the officer, nothing happens. I mean, when the president of the Red Cross passes away, does it mean the corporation or someone pays tax? If the founder of Bank of America passed away, who took over? It's a corporation. So if you change officers' list, you can change ownership or direction. But here's your problem. You can't own a corporation. I mean, let's understand. This is YouTube because I can tell you the truth. On TikTok, you have to watch what you say, blah, blah, blah. They're so controlled. It's ridiculous. I don't blame them because most of the people on TikTok are a bunch of clowns. I've never seen such a big damn circus. You can't own a corporation because you can't own a legal person, flat out. You can't own a legal person. Slavery is over. Everybody's been slave in every damn nationality if people just wake up and understand. All this crap is crap, in my opinion. Crap is crap. So you can't own a corporation at all. You can control it. You cannot own it. Chapter 18 tells you it's a legal person, flat legal person. That's what it is. So you can control it. That means if I'm gone or I die or I just get fired or walk away, the family or whoever's the officer takes over. It takes over. Every one of you are setting yourself up for probate. Why? Because you did it to yourself, your family did it to you. I don't understand this bunch of hooey out there. So Reynolds Live, Blueprint Live is simple. We're going to tell you the truth. It's a show of truth. Truth, and put you in check. Make sure you look in the mirror and make sure you check yourself because at the door, there's a problem. You're bringing the damn pain home because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're just spending amateur hours. Amateur hours stop now. It's ridiculous. Property, get the nonprofit status with exemption first. Division, the property there first. Do an assignment of equity first, or the house could be in a trust but controlled by the division. I can control it by the division, owned by the trust, or I can have the nonprofit controlled by the trust. Which direction you want to go? Which direction? All I know is there's liability in that house. Someone slips and falls because it's what? It's a hospice house. That means people walk in and out. Your own house, you control the liability of insurance, but then you don't own the house, irrevocable trust. There's many ways to do this right. So under the new nonprofit corporation as a subdivision. Well, first of all, there's a difference. A division or subdivision are two different things. See, you're mixing apples and bananas now. A corporation has a division, that's a division. A subdivision, because you have more than one unit. I designed the division process in the first place in 85, 86. Got approved and passed in 84. So subdivisions are because I have units. units, a fourplex, an apartment complex. I don't need subdivisions until I have units to do that with. So again, let's make sure we position right the right way to do this, okay? All right. If you filed a bankruptcy and it has been in extents for a few years, can I still have the bankruptcy sealed? Well, let's understand something. Bankruptcy should be sealed as far as I'm concerned, no matter what you do. You see, I look at bankruptcy code, again, out here to be safe an attorney, but it says Federal Protection Act, Federal Protection Act. So if it exists and it's basically what it needs extends, what do? Well, under the Federal Protection Act, it's supposed to protect me, right? Protect me. All right. I have the automatic stay, Federal Protection Act. I look at that and I look into the way you can seal a record. You can seal a record for any multiple reasons why. But again, bankruptcy, if you didn't seal it, leave it alone. Anything past 2 years, it's no big deal anyway. I mean, everybody goes through good, bad, and ugly. Okay, that's how it works. So again, I'd leave it alone. If it was the beginning, it was going to hurt me, I would have sealed it. See, your problem is you don't understand that statewide reports information to credit bureaus. Credit bureaus do not talk to the courts. They've never talked to courts. It's statewide that reports the information, the BS that's out there. So again, you didn't seal your record, so what happens? They show it up. A few years, I can have a bankruptcy seal. Well, why bother? Because it's too late. Control it, not own it. Well, the reality is, gotcha, okay? Well, here's the thing. I think every one of you basically are doing it wrong. I'm going to tell you my feelings. I think you do everything wrong. I mean, everything wrong. Sorry. You buy the house wrong. You buy the car wrong. You buy everything you do wrong because you don't have structure. This world is so full of crap, it's ridiculous. Years ago, I wrote a book called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills, because it doesn't. I'll say on TikTok it's BS because I get in trouble for saying the word, but on YouTube, I can at least be honest. It doesn't pay your bills. It's crap. Your biggest problem you have with you is you get a paycheck, it's tax, you get permission, and then you complain about tax. I don't get it. You complain about what you gave permission, and you don't understand what the hell you're doing anyway. Amateur hour's over. It's been over. You got basically Ray Reynolds, all right, to call the Blueprint Live, telling you the truth. It will set you free if you pay attention, but it's going to be up to you. Glad you have having better clarity about these things, these topics. Fantastic. We played the game. Our goal is to play and win. Do we want to win? All I know is life. I'm a father. Thank God I'm a father. I didn't have a father. It sucked. Every one of you got everything I didn't get. Okay? I didn't get it. You got it. That sucks for me, not you. But again, I hope you respect your father. I hope you had a great father, because guess what? We all deserve a good one. If not, we got the Father in heaven. God is our Father. That's all I ever had. So again, hopefully you had all those good pieces. And what happens? I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a damn man. I'll fight for whatever I got to do. I'll die for my family anytime, any place. But I've been a fighter since the day I was born in a friggin' taxi. I have no excuses, but neither do you. It's about time you man up and understand structure. Husband, father, what? Man. The problem you have, all of you, you've all failed 5 to 10 times in your life. You tried. You gave up. You gave up and you didn't reposition yourself until you failed. So I half you have bad credit or some crap on your file that you screwed up. You should have backup for a backup. This is my opinion. Bonus calling card today. Thank you, sir. Well, it's up to you what you want to do. But it's like the calling cards. I got to take them off the shelf. I got to quit doing calling cards. Why? Because they do a 10-minute calling card. And every damn time this last 2 months, a calling card, they spend one more. They stop. It's like today. He had 10 minutes. He took 45 minutes. It's ridiculous. One more. So we have to count the 10 minutes for how many times you used it. The goal was to get on there quick and answer questions to help people, not have you a whole consultation. Again, it's like Crazyville. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to quit selling the calling cards. I got to stop that. I wanted to answer questions in emergency for 10 minutes at a time, not have 45 minutes to drill Ray Reynolds, okay? I had other clients who backed me up for the next client. All right, I don't want to be backed up for the next time. I want to get to the next one and answer the 10 questions. See, you can't get all your answers at one time. You try. But again, as you apply knowledge, there's more questions. Every time you move forward, there's more questions. You got to realize it's a process. There's no magic wand. You have to realize you have to do one step at a time. I'll tell someone like today, this is today's issues. Let's do today's issues and worry about that tomorrow. Because we have to break it down in pieces. We have no choice. We have no choice. It's like anything else we do. I'm sorry. I mean, I look at all this crap on YouTube and TikTok. I'm sorry. It's crap. All right, 90% of what I see on TikTok is a bunch of hooey crap. Circus clowns, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Sell me the water. Don't buy this. You're a loser. F your grandma. I've never seen so much crap in my life. Okay? I mean, he's like, Gary, I got to send him bars of soap all the time because he won't be, He's helping the kids. Is that really helping the kids? He wants to get them in social media. But again, without foundation, they're not going to last. That's how it works. Any questions on any topic, please bring it on. Bring it on. Let's see if you can stump Ray. Let's play Stump Ray again. Used to love playing that all the time. Personal credit, business credit, bring it on. Let's have some fun. Let's play my way because your way sucks. How's that? It's just the truth. Give it a second or two. Okay. So no more questions? No way? I mean, I understand. My mission in life has been to help people. And the reality is, are your mission in life to what? Do the same rerun every day? I mean, be honest with yourself. Have you ever really learned something? Or do you pay people for some bogus knowledge crap, and then you keep paying, and you get nothing at the end of the day? You've all paid people to do something, and they'll let you down every time. Every time they let you down. It's a bunch of hooey. It's ridiculous. You're so busy paying money to hope something goes right. Why don't you understand how it works so it does go right? There's a big difference in that. But again, that's just my opinion. I got a lot of opinions, ladies and gentlemen. This world should be listening to Ray Reynolds, The Blueprint Live. The only voice that should be out there, the only voice should be mine, telling you the truth, how to refinance your life, how to your paycheck, recycle what you're doing, understand what you need to do about paying tax. You don't have to pay tax. Your house payment replaces it. It recycles the money. It's like I don't understand, right? Most of you men have failed many times because you thought you were doing the right thing for the wrong reason or whatever you did. You brought the pain home. There's no reason for that. There's never been a reason to bring the pain home ever, 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 ever. Plan the problem. Plan the problem. So I'm waiting for there's a question. It's very simple. The Ray Reynolds Blueprint Live is very simple. Our goal is to talk about anything you want to talk about, anything you want to do, house, car, dog, cat, and a fish. Simple. You got to have cat, dog, and a fish, right? I mean, the fish has to be eaten by the cat, right? That's what it's supposed to be. I mean, you got to realize cats eat fishes, right? You have a fish tank. What does the cat do? Put his paws in the fish tank. He thinks that thing going there in circles fish or what? It's just lunch. He's eating lunch. You gave him lunch. That's simple. Keep filling up the fish. The cat will get a fish eventually later. Simple. We got to have fun. I mean, life is so stressful. It's ridiculous. I mean, there are times you just want to go, yeah, 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 and scream your head off. Like when they robbed the office and all kinds of stuff. I mean, the lucky thing is I focus. God found me money. It works for me. God found me money has always worked. So again, your choice is up to you. So if you have a question or two, please ask the question. Your car, your house, your dog, your cat, your fish, your trust, all the things you look at, these silly things out there. I mean, I watch so many silly people, how do you sell your car to the trust? That makes no sense. Why would you sell your car to the trust with utilization? All right, so as we do these things, like we do things in structure. I mean, let's understand something. Today, you have a problem. Man, your problem is you. You have stressed your wife out so much, it's ridiculous. You don't realize you stressed her out. If you've been married 5 years or a lifetime or whatever it's been, however you've been married, you have stressed her out going, ah! She's freaking out because you keep trying to do something. You try to do something with no structure. It sucks. No structure. I mean, come on. You're going to piss off your wife to the point you're on the couch. You're not going to have her there. You're going to be on the couch and you're going to have an argument with your spouse. The woman you fell in love, the woman you fell in love with, you adore, all right, eventually is going to say, get out the door. Leave me alone. Because you keep going, da, 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 da. Happens all the time. Then you end up marrying somebody you just got rid of. Why don't you make the one you got happy? How do you do that? You treat her like a queen. When you fell in love, you treat her like a queen. I did that. I screwed up. Why? I have a prenup and a postnup with my first wife. No problem. Prenup and postnup. See, I created my first billionaire structure at 21 years old. Billion. But I know one thing. If they sue me, they sue her. They sue her, they sue me. I have a problem. I'm afraid of lawsuits. Not for me, but for both of us. If I piss her off, I might be on the couch. I don't be on the couch. When I sleep, I want my woman next to where she belongs next to me. She's my queen. She's my girlfriend. She's my everything. That's what it's supposed to be. Every time you piss her off, now you're closer away from the side of the bed. It's ridiculous. So what did I do? I got married, fell in love. Fantastic. I planned it. I overplanned everything. That sucked. I overplanned it all. I find this beautiful woman, Biola University, a Christian wife, okay? A Christian woman, fantastic. Oh, a Christian woman. I want kids. Oh, goody. She's not a Christian wife. She's a phony. You know how many people go to school, all right, are phonies? You know how many people pretend to be Christians? It's like being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. Being a Christian is what moment of life? Being a Christian is a what again? Understand something. We have to understand how we position this, how we have faith. It's a moment in time, not a what? So again, being a Christian's way of life. Way of what? Life, not a moment in time. So I have to understand how I think. So I married a Christian woman. Fantastic. We have 4 daughters. Okay. I have maids. We have nannies. We have it all. And we have a woman who thinks about herself, not her kids. Has no love at all, at all. She's a phony. Okay. After the 4th daughter, she cheats. But I have a prenup and postnup in my clause. It's simple. It's a cheat clause. That means if she cheats, I'll get it all. If I cheat, she gets it all. So they always say the man's a cheater. Believe it or not, 54% of men cheat, 60% of women cheat more than they do. So as you go through this process, as we do this. So as we do this, as we struggle. So as we do that. So what happens is the cheat clause is important. She cheats, and what do? Simple. I turn around and I filed the divorce, but I went and left the house. We moved out that day. Sorry, I wanted to move out. Very simple. My daughter Sarah's at the door, okay? She's at the door. And she's crying her eyes out. Daddy, where are you going? Where are you going, Daddy? Breaking my heart. I moved everything back into the house. We had separate beds, same room. For 12 years, I raised my daughters. But again, I had to focus. It's like anything else. Figuring out my life is screwy for me. In other words, I'm a kid driving my dirt bike on Sunflower in Fairview. Okay? What do? Guy waves to me. Hey, what happens? Hey, how you doing? Well, how you doing, sir? How can I help you? Just checking you out. What are you doing? I'm just racing my dirt bike. What are you doing? You're setting up a tent over there. Fantastic. He's setting up a tent. So my question to him is, when's the circus come to town? See, understand? When they set up tents back in the 70s and 80s, and part of my life as a kid, there was always, a circus coming to town or a tent or whatever, and clowns and animals. When's the animals coming? He goes, yeah, they act like animals, but my name is Chuck Smith, Pastor Chuck Smith. Okay? Or he says, I'm the founder of Calvary Chapel. So again, would you like to help us set up the tent? Okay, why not? So my life as trying to figure out God is like, screw you all over the place. I had a Bible when I was 4. All right, the Bible, all right, going back to the Baptist church in Redondo Beach. All I wanted to do is burn it and throw it away. I wanted to burn the Bible and throw it away. Well, come on. I'd been used and abused as a kid. I got no mommy and daddy, and I'm eating out of a trash can, and I'm homeless at the time. It's like crap. Where's God? Okay, is there a God? I mean, I wrote this, is God the Santa Claus for grown-ups? It's a book I wrote years ago. Is God the Santa Claus for grown-ups? I want to know. I want to understand this. I was always searching, figuring this out. Okay. Then I started getting visions and dreams, no problem. Got in a coma. God saved me one time. Then he saved me again and again and again. Everywhere I turned to get away from God, I found myself in God. All right. It's amazing what can happen when you're a kid or an adult. It's like anything else. When I was 7 years old in the bike accident, I was crippled for life. My legs didn't work. It's simple. I remember Joanne and Carl talking about $20 because of the porcelain tooth. They saved their $20. I got a silver tooth. My face was to break going 42 miles an hour down Lane Street. Come out of coma. What happens? D is her maid. All right, maid. Rings the bell. Well, little boy, your legs don't work. Yeah, go pee-pee, let me know. She won't take me pee-pee. The other thing about God, what happens here? Again, everywhere I turn to avoid it, I find myself in the middle of it. Well, I rode off the couch, grabbed the ugly shag carpet, took myself to the pee-pee, and then I walked back to the couch. Freaked everybody out. See, all the way there, I'm begging God, well, if you let me walk, I'll help people, help people, help people. That's what I did. So I've been helping people for 50 years now, 50 years. So again, another story about God and what I had to do for me. I've been an example. It's ridiculous. I've been shot a couple of times, been knifed a couple of times. It's ridiculous stuff. But that's how it works. So it's like the cheating wife or the god or the kid or eating out of a trash can, all the crap I went through. Studying law and accounting is how I position my whole life. Because what I have to do. After reading the Bible for 2.5 times, almost 3 times, I studied, went online and everything else, and just studying everything else, and took a bunch of tests. I got another PhD in religion, so I'm a pastor. I got to do that. Was I planning on it? No. Did I plan on being a chiropractor? No. Did I study to be a chiropractor because my daughter got hurt? Yes. See, I need to understand how things work, not how you do things. I'm sorry, the way you do things I don't like. I think you don't learn, you just follow a bunch of ducks and sheep and you hire people to do things for you. It makes no sense. But that's what you do. I don't do what you do. Okay, I don't like what you do. I think what you do is wrong anyway. All right, I'm right, you're wrong. How's that? My way works, your way sucks. I'm going to tell you the truth. That's just the way it works for me. Because I position myself to take care of my family. I may be a pastor, but I'm a sinner. I make mistakes every day. Okay, I don't say I'm basically great at anything besides credit. You know what, I'm great at this. Corporations of credit. I'll take on anybody knowledge to knowledge. It's fun. But again, what do? As we structure this, ex-wife, prenup, postnup, right? Fall in love again, new wife, 21 years. She's my soulmate. She's everything for me. It's God, family, money. That's how it works. But my 5 daughters and a boy, we basically take care of family. See, I know how to be a man. I know how to do what? All right, be a father, be a husband. You're all that too. You're the man, you're the father, you're the husband. You're also broke. Every one of you are broke. You're broke on what? God, family, everything else. You go because of the money. You don't have that $1 million structure you're all looking for. You're looking for the $1 million to $5 million structure. You don't have it. You didn't listen and learn long enough to figure it out. I not only figured it out, I created it. That's what I did for myself, for my family. It's like what you're looking at, American Express, Gold and Platinum cards, paid over time limit, $15,000 each. What can I do to increase that paid over time limit? Well, I'm the one who created that, and I pushed them to do that in the first place. Paid over time limit, that's what they did years ago, 19 years ago, because Gold and Platinums are just paid at the end of the month. So let's leave it at that. All we have to do is increase the limit as we do what? We make it go up, and away for one reason, because what happens is based on payment history. 15,000, that's great. That's 30,000 between both. Why don't you position yourself for a blueprint loan up to 150 to 250 of a blueprint loan? Every Gold and Platinum card does that for you. It's a blueprint loan. Let's position it. Let's be thankful we got that and position it right. My oldest card are secured cards for $1,000 each. Can I cancel them? Is it the oldest card? Let's understand. Is your secure card your oldest card? If it is, the answer is no. Out of the 2, keep one of the oldest cards. And also it's hopefully it's an Open Sky card. Okay, you go to opensky.com, Capital Bank, on the dashboard, it lets you push a button to convert it to unsecured. You don't want a secure card on your file anyway because it hurts you. Because underwriters look at that stuff and crap. So again, if it's not the oldest card, you could get rid of it, yes. I'd rather analyze your credit first and know what we're talking about. Because you're asking a question, and it's like, I got the blinders on because I need to look at your case file. I need to analyze this. It's very simple. I believe your first name is Mark. I believe the one who got me a cake for my birthday when the office forgot to on that Monday. See, they promised a cake on Monday. They didn't do it because you got one on Friday. They it's like everything else. My birthday was crap. It's always crap. It's always been crap, okay? The robbery in the office, hacking the bank, it's always crap. I don't like birthdays. I don't like holidays. I can't stand them because I was always disappointed. But my beautiful wife, she takes care of my birthday. She takes care of the holidays. She made it worthwhile. I didn't have a Christmas till I married her, or a birthday. Everything else is a bunch of crap. So again, she gives me what I need because I don't expect it anywhere else because I never get what I need and expect it. I don't take anything from anybody. I don't want anything from anybody at all. That cake was great for the office, okay? All right, so again, you talked to me today. Yes, I know. Okay, my birthday was on the 28th. Fantastic. So we get to play the game to win. Okay? So again, what do? As we structure this again and again and again, we have to structure the right way. Every one of us have the ability to do things right. I will probably, when I die at 105 years old, 110, I'm going to say, my way works, your way sucks. Because I don't like your way. I'm sorry. I had to study law and accounting since the day I could walk. In school, I love school. I think school is great. Learning things is great. I love knowledge and numbers. Most people are a bunch of hooey. And that makes no sense at all. Why? There's a bunch of hooey. You can position yourself to win, to win, to win. I'm going to always say that your corporation should have divisions. Profit corporation should be doing 25 to 15 million to $100 million, and you're not profit setting your taxes. But again, I'm also going to structure the fact that your paycheck is taxed and your leftovers are on your house payment. You recycle your money. The way I'm going to work in my way. My way works, okay? All right, my birthday was on the 28th. Fantastic. Congratulations. We made it. Fantastic. I love that. I know that's a nice view. All right, so we play the game. Here's Mindy. All right, we got to get ready to get set up for our 3 o'clock. We have another thing we need to do. So the bottom line is thank you for joining the Ray Reynolds Blueprint Live. And that's the goal we're trying to do as we build this show up and away to help people to answer any question they have coming to them. But I want to repackage everybody. Okay? All right. I know the difference is this is my alias. Okay. No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I want you to have a blessed day. Stay safe and strong. Do our best. Let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all. Number one, talk about you. 80% of you are men. Men. Fantastic. All right, you're making mistakes every day. Congratulations for that. The bottom line is very simple. I'm going to tell you about your structure. You're trying to get that American dream. You're going to make it. Then you fall on your face. Happens every day. You're making your wife upset, going, what am I going to do? That's what she says all the time. You see, men, you got a problem. Structure builds finance and dreams. It always has, always will. Structure, finance, and dreams. But again, do you even understand what I'm saying? I got an LLC. Goody for you. Fantastic. Goody. Here's the problem. An LLC is designed by what? All right. Sole proprietor became LLC. Sole proprietor became LLC. You understand? Sole proprietor became LLC. A limited liability company. Fantastic. I love that. You got one of those too? Fantastic. Goody for you. Here's the problem. You're allowed to do business. Why would you do that? Why would you ever let your LLC do business, or your S Corp or your C Corp, nonprofit PC? No rich and famous person ever allowed their parent company to do business. Understand something. You allow your parent company to do business. Why? No one's ever done that before. You're inventing the wheel. Fantastic. You're going to invent the wheel every time as you do this every day. We get to play the game to win. Oh, up and away. That's what we get to do. Very simple. So what do we get to do? Let's understand something. If I want the American dream, it's structure, finance, and dream. Structure, finance, and dream. It's what it is. What does that mean to all of us? Come on. This is Ray Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds. Hey, you. Very simple. I've been studying a lot of accounting for my whole life. I love numbers. I've always loved numbers. See, numbers never lied to me. Only people did. Numbers never lie, people do. So it's how it works. Numbers never lie, people lie all the time. All right, the bottom line is very simple. Today, I'd like you to structure your life my way. I'd like you to rebuild it. I'd like you to listen and learn to get your tab and a pen out, and I'd like you to stop what you do. I'm sorry. You brought the pain home. You brought the pain home with your family. You tried. You fell on your what? Assets. That's wrong. It's wrong. What do we get to do? We understand how to play the game and win. So as we do this, understand structure, finance, and dream. All I know is this is a $100,000 paid overtime limit. $100,000. That's what it is. It's $100,000. What do I get to do? What do I do with $100,000? What would you do with it? You're going to run a business. Oh, goody for you. Why? The moment you spend that money, you have a debt. The moment you have a debt, you have to pay it back on a monthly payment. The moment you create debt, you have to offset taxes, but you don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry. I've never watched so many screwball things in my life. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. I've been now on TikTok for 21 weeks. Blackjack. Here's $3 million. What would you like? See, all I can do is tell you what I've done for myself. That's all I can do. Law and accounting. All right, I look at structure, finance stream. Here's basically lines of credit. It's a line of credit. A line of credit can finance the dream if you wanted to. But again, credit cards do one thing and line of credits do another. See, everything has a personality to it. Your goal for you is to understand how to play the game to win. My wife and I maintain about an 846 all the time. Our credit is boring. See our cards here? They don't fluctuate. But they do. I'm trying to see if you're paying attention to me. As I'm paying attention to you, all cards fluctuate, but these do not. These don't. So understand. All right, I love your shirt. Thank you. Okay? It matches the watch. Isn't that sweet? I make sure my watch always matches my shirt in my car. Bum, bum, bum. I'm the guy that's not full of crap. Isn't that amazing? I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. What does this mean? My score, these fluctuate. They fluctuate. When I was basically a consultant for TRW in 77, it's 1977, by the way, I came with the oldest credit card, oldest card. They fluctuate. All right, all cards fluctuate. Utilization, well, that's a problem. Until 19 years ago, we got them to do POT time. Gold and platinum cards do not fluctuate at all. They don't have a utilization problem. You see, if you want to man up today, be husband, wife, father, whatever you're going to do, and all the things you have, husband, wife, working together, it's God, family, money, God, family, money. I know one thing. My beautiful wife, I cannot bring the pain home to. I have my structure, finance, and my dream. Most of you men, your wife's going, ah! You freaked her out. You rolled the dice. You've been spending money on things that didn't work. I don't like that. I think it's wrong anyway. You have no structure, finance, and dream. You have this structure. Nope, you don't have. You have the dream, and then you kind of, sorry, I say you piss it away. These fluctuate, these do not. That's 100,000 of credit. If you want to reach your goal, you must have 100,000 of personal credit, period. You have no choice. 100,000 of personal credit, what does that mean? It means I have 71,000 of safety. I have 71,000 of safety credit case blankets the fan. I'm planning the problem. I'm planning the problem. I have to plan the problem. I'm a man. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm not going to be a husband. You know, when your wife gets mad up, then she sleeps on the couch or you're out the door, you're a husband. You used to be a husband, now you're a husband. That's how it works. I don't want you to be a husband. I want you to hang in there and do it right. I'd like to repackage it my way because I think your way is terrible. Sorry. I don't like your way. I look at my wife's cards. Here's my wife's, here's my cards. Okay. My beautiful wife's cards are in my hand. Okay, for that $100,000 of credit, if I can get him to move, okay? See, here's $100,000, the wife. Here's my credit. We each have 100,000 plus credit, personal credit. We have 71,000 of safety. Safety. You see, if we have a blankety blank day, month, or year, we have safety for 71,000 each. You see, this world is mean and cruel. Things don't always work out your way. So safety means everything to me. I have to protect my wife, my 6 kids, all right, and things that I'm trying to do. My wife and her dog in her zoo, okay? Skippity-dippity-doo. Simple. Today, it's very simple as we play this game to win. What is the ultimate goal? It's educational, okay? Contact only, not legal, tax, or financial advice. Results may vary. See, I don't know what you're going to put into it. Today, I would challenge every one of you to do it my way for a while. I'd like you to try my way for 12 months or less. I'd like to help you get to that $100,000 a month income to the corporation. $100,000 a month income to the corporation. Is it easy? No. I don't have a magic wand. My magic wand is broken. Let me get it here, okay? It's broken and bent. My BS meter doesn't work. BS, 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 BS. It's crap. I watch a lot of crap. I see a lot of things on TikTok. All right, I don't get it. I don't understand they just blah, 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 blah. I don't get it. So what do? Here is $1 million of credit to the corporation. Every one of these say Reynolds University right here on the card. Okay, well, here's $3 million over here. Where do we get these cards? You could accomplish your goal if you wanted to, but you need the finance and the dream. This is 300,000 of ink cards. So cards, let's understand. If we do this correctly, we position. What does that do for you? There's a difference between a credit card and a credit line. And there's a difference between a blueprint loan as well. If we position ourselves the right way, position ourselves. Let's think about it today. You today have a choice. Okay? I'd like you to take your picture right here. Please help me help you. I'd like you to help me and help you at the same time. We have Ray Reynolds Official. That's my TikTok channel. We have our Reynolds University. We have Ray Reynolds Clips, my personal account. I'd like you to take a picture of that, if it's there, if you can see it, because I don't see it on my screen. Hopefully it's there for all the pieces you're doing. So that way you could share and actually care and help me help you. I've been on now TikTok 21 weeks. In 21 weeks, I've got 67,000 followers, and I want to turn it into millions and millions like I had before. 2009, simple. 39 million people follow me, the Ray Reynolds movement. I was teaching and preaching then too. I've been helping people for 50 years. I don't know where you've been, but the reality is you have choices. Right now, you're too busy scrolling. Let's look at the circus, the silly people. Let's look at the silly people. All the way home. Why don't we structure finance and dream? Your paycheck. You see, the goal is this today. Everybody complains about tax. I don't understand they complain about tax. So what I'd like you to do is help me. I need more followers on these other channels. So if you want to help me help you, be following every one of these channels that I have, all 3 of them, please. I've got to get to 1,000 followers on all 3 of these. One has 67,000, the other has less than 1,000. I need basically 1,000 followers to be able to go live on those 2. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. Okay? Fair. Okay, I'm talking. taking your picture. Okay, fantastic, taking your picture. I had to look at it twice. Okay, now I want you to focus on something today. Your paycheck's taxed. Your paycheck's taxed. Your paycheck's taxed. That means your paycheck's taxed. You understand? You get upset, but you gave permission. Don't get upset. Do not get upset about your paycheck being taxed. This is ridiculous. You or mommy gave permission to do that. So understand, you have choices. Your lack of knowledge because of the SS5 form, the IRS has on every one of us. The IRS taxes your paycheck, you get the leftover. But your problem is you not understand how it works. So the difference is, let's teach you how it works. Is that okay? If you look in the link below, you'll see it in SS5 form. I'd like you to learn to connect your dots. I think your biggest problem is you connecting your dots. I don't think you connect your dots. I think you're doing half blankety blank and it's, same rerun all the time, say rerun. I think you're guessing. You're watching silly people do this wrong anyway, in my opinion. The SS5 form, get a copy. You've heard of the IRS, right? Internal Revenue Service. They have this form on file. Every one of you have a form with the IRS in their file cabinet of you. You. Simple. Mommy gave permission when Nixon took the gold standard out in 71, or you did it when you're 14 like I did. Depends on your age. So if they have an SS5 form, and the IRS has this, what did this do? It gives them permission. You agreed, or mommy did, to not laminate, not carry with you, or use for ID purposes your SSN. You violated the rules. You're all in trouble. Stop it. It's about time you learn to play. See, your lack of knowledge is why you basically follow circus. I don't like the silly things that people do. Let's think about something today. Your paycheck's taxed before you get your check. It's taxed. It is taxed before you get your check. It's taxed. You get in fights. You want to be argue. You want to be mad. You want to be IRS. I don't like the IRS. Excuse me. Your paycheck is taxed. You gave permission. You did this. If you could understand how it works, you can knock off the silly things you do every day, connecting your dots. But your problem is you being you. Fire you, please. Hire me. Let me take over. What does that mean? Your paycheck's taxed because you gave permission or mommy did. Somebody gave permission to the IRS to tax your paycheck. Tax, now tax you leftover. You live on leftover. How do I get it back? How do I recycle my paycheck? How do I recycle my paycheck? See, there's the difference. I want you to listen to something. I might have to repeat it 3 times because I don't want you to ever forget it. If you wrote something down, you'd memorize it faster, but you don't do that. You like to take pictures. Look at the silly people. Woo, woo. Slow it down. Stop scrolling. You hear, don't buy a house. Sell me the water. F your grandma. I don't get this stuff. When I first started TikTok 21 weeks ago, I said, no, I can't. I've been writing checks for millions and millions and millions of dollars, radio and TV. I'm nationwide on Sirius Radio. Millions and millions and millions of dollars. I created my first $1 billion structure. I was 21. Why didn't you? What is wrong with you? These don't know how to work? I don't get it. I do not understand why you do things your way. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I think it's wrong. I think you never connected your dots. And I think you need to do that today. It is the 13th of what? April. It is 2026. You just began your second quarter and you're behind. It is money, all right, credit and money and credit and time. Money, credit. Come on. Today, you're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. None of us are. There's our time. There's our money. And there goes our credit. Well, most of you got crappy credit. You ran out of time. You don't have any money. You're trying to play the game to win. You're going to be an entrepreneur. Go ahead. Be an entrepreneur. Well, the reality is simple. Every one of you in 3 months could have a 750 score. Every one of you within 12 months could have $100,000 income to your LLC or corporation. If you listen, if you learn. But you're so busy being you. I'm sorry, I don't like you being you because I think you're doing it wrong, my opinion. So what does this mean? If I got an LLC, people say, you get 5 of those. Why? They announced 4 weeks ago the investigation criminal department of the federal government is going to basically audit anybody who's got an LLC out of their own state. They're going to audit you because you did one out of state. They think you're hiding assets. You're hiding in what? Where do you hide? Peekaboo. You cannot hide from the IRS. They're in charge. You can understand do tax balancing. They're in charge. So guess what? Your paycheck's taxed. Live with it. You file your 1040 tax return. Live with it. You have no choice. They're in charge. They're in charge. But you could learn to recycle your paycheck. How do you do that? You listen to silly people. Don't buy a house. Sell me the water. Ay. I've never seen such silly people in my life. But understand something. Your house payment or your lease payment, they're $3,000. Pick one. The lease payment, you make someone else's rich. If you have a house payment, now you got to understand. For 24 months, it's interest only. 24 months, it's interest only. If I got a paycheck taxed, I get the leftover. How do I get it back? My house payment recycles the money. I get it back on my tax return. See, instead of complaining, understand how it works. Everybody wants to complain about rich and famous, and then they want to join them. Everyone wants to complain about tax, and they don't want to do tax balancing. Everybody wants to listen to howdy doodies every left and right. It's ridiculous. So if you got a paycheck, especially you men, 80% of you are men, it's about time you man up, husband up, father up. You're a great husband. You're a great father. That's fantastic. You're stressing your wife out every day. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Please make it work, please. You took that queen that you fell in love with, gentlemen, and you dimmed her eyes. You made her go, oh. Why would you do that? You did that for a reason. You didn't know what you were doing. I'm sorry, you didn't know what you're doing. I want you never to bring the pain home. I'd like you to write it down, okay? I need a fan card, okay? Let's understand. I want you to write down, never bring the pain home. I want you to write down, stop bringing the pain home. Stop it. See, your choices today. If I gave you $1 million credit card right now, $1 million, what would you do with it? What would you do with $1 million today? I don't know. Buy a house, buy a car. Stop it. Money and credit are rules and tools. You have the choice. You could change your life today if you wanted to. All right? The excuse, Thursday. I got that $3,000 I'm going to give you, Ray, but the reality is I got my tooth. It broke. I got to spin the tooth. Maybe he's going to call the tooth fairy. Who knows? Does that really exist? I never got one of those as a kid. Did it ever exist? I said, let me do this. Let me take your corporation and your information, and I got him a business care credit card. Business care credit card. Okay? All right? First one was $20,000. Second one was $30,000. See, the care credit card is going to be for the dog, cat, the fish, or for you and your teeth. That's how it works. You can use it both, but it's a business one. I said, now your corporation provides dental insurance. Dental insurance. Huh? See, I took away his excuses that I'm going to take away your excuses. See, most people have excuses. Because you spent so much money on something that didn't work. You did that for years and years. It didn't work. What's going to happen? If it didn't work, you're going to keep trying it again and again. It's not going to work. I mean, structure, finance, and dream. Structure, finance, and dream. All I can tell you is very simple today. If you listen, I guarantee you can change your life. I'm not going to give you hypothetical this or that. I'm going to tell you what to do. I've always told people what to do. I like telling people what to do. Today, if you wanted to structure, I'm a real affiliate, okay? What does this mean? It's very simple. I'm the guy that's got 1,200 credit cards in my hand right now. 1,200 credit cards. How many would you like? How many would you like to be able to finance your American dream? It's simple. We can structure the finance and the dream. How much would you like? You see, this isn't a bunch of hooey. This is true stuff. I could add you to a credit card, use my history to get you a card to build you up and away and do it right. Your way, I don't like it. My way works. I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. Where have you been? I don't know. Where you been? I've been online or in person for 50 years. Orange County, Ontario, Bonaventure, Wednesday, Long Beach, Marriott. I won the award for being for the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. Where have you been? Where have you been? I can repackage you and show you how to do this right if you want. I'm online, all right, multiple times during the day. And on Saturday, I got 6 classes free. You got an excuse now? What's your excuse now? You stubbed your toe? Got to go blow your nose? Simple. It's ridiculous. There's the phone number. Talk to one of my specialists. Have them answer the 10 questions. Answer the 10 questions. Let them ask you questions so you can position yourself to change your life, because your way don't like it. Sorry, I don't like it. You have a choice today. It's very simple. Would you want a $100,000 of personal credit? The answer is yes. Don't even bother to answer. The answer is yes. Would you like $71,000 of safety in case you haven't lost your job or you lost what? Couldn't find a job right away. Safety credit, safety credit. The answer is yes. Do we all need $100,000 of personal credit? Oh, yeah. I helped set up the system. I'm the one who said to Ken Yarbrough at TRW in 77, oldest card, fluctuation 29% rule, and then we do rapid rescore. Rapid rescore, write it down now. It'll push your score up and away, right away. Again, that's what I did. Now, I called it granny money. Nobody liked that. I didn't know they're going to take all my suggestions, but they did pretty much of them. Granny money, that's what I called it. And they called it gifted money. I called it granny money. Eventually it became gifted money. So they use that. Today, if you look at your escrow companies, they use my system that I created, the theory, and proved it works, called rapid rescore, since 77. So you might want to listen and learn. Your score will go up and away if you wanted to. But again, I don't know. Utilization is your biggest problem. Your rapid rescore does what? It blocks credit, pushes it up and away, blocks it up and away, and gets more credit. It'll take credit to reduce your credit. Understand that. Or you get a big raise. Fantastic. Or you win the lottery. Goody for that. Neither one's happening tomorrow, is it? If we push your score up today and I position you for another card, would you do balance transfers, yes or no? If I got you a loan, would you do balance transfers? Would you want your score to be 750, yes or no? It's very simple. We have to reduce the debt to ratio to 29%, the way I designed it in 77. You call the specialist today. What do? Hey, I do things for free. I mean, I learned a long time ago. Let's understand something, okay? When I wrote Winning the Game of Business, I was 15 years old. Everybody thought I was 22, 23 years old. I had a beard at 12. Winning the game of business. I don't have an excuse for you. I'll put you in check and I'll rebuild your life the right way because you did it wrong anyway. Sorry. I think what you do is wrong. I don't like it. I want to be an entrepreneur. No, you don't. No LLC, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC ever did business and made money. None of them. They own companies. And if you do it and they sue them, they sue you. Congratulations. Now you basically, what? You brought the pain home. And you gentlemen, you just hurt your wife. You hurt the queen of your life. You hurt the woman you love. You're supposed to protect and support and take care of, to man up and provide for that family. Provide. This was written when I was 15. I wrote a patent when I was 12 and a half years old for the heck of it. Did I know what I was doing? Hell no. I didn't know. I was an amateur, just like you are today. Amateur hour. What do we get the choice to do? Today, you want to hire credit repair? Federal law says it's against the law. That can't do credit repair. Ooh, my magic wand. Whee! Doesn't work. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says they must be registered with the Attorney General's office. They must have a bond. They must be nonprofit and don't collect money up front at all. But they all do it. I use this code, that code. Let me show you what I get to do. Watch it all come back. It's okay. See, you're trying to rip off your creditor if you're doing credit repair. They're going to knock on your door. You're indicted. They indicted Daniel, the #1 out there dashboard database called the Credit Repair Cloud. They indicted him, $3 million, and put his butt in prison where he belongs. See, you shouldn't be ripping off your creditors. A long time ago in all your credit bureaus, you saw consumer credit counseling on all the bureaus helping with debt consolidation. A real company, my company. See, your choice is simple. You today could actually change your life if you want to. You got to connect finance and dream. The book is Winning the Credit Game right there, right there. It's free. It's free. It's in the link below. Get a copy, get a copy. Send it to everybody. Send it to everybody you got. So do it, please. When you look at the books and all the things that I offer for you for free. All right, I have made so many people not like me in this world today because I do things for free. I had 2 attorneys give me a bad time for 20 years because I give corporations for free. They're in the link below. Free corp, right there. You pay your filing fee. There you go. See, you don't learn diddly squat when you pay someone else anyway. Go to my class, you don't fall in your what? Simple. What do we have to do? We have to play. I like to play. I like to win the game. Is that okay? We win the game today? So when Ken Yarbrough and I in 1987 wrote a book together, it's called New File. All right, and what it is file segregation. I didn't like it. It literally taught you how to set up a new credit file and kind of hurt your creditors and not have to pay them. And the Fair Credit Reporting Act and all these other stuff. I didn't like it. Sorry. When we finished doing it, I said, we're not going to put it on the shelf. We're going to put it on the shelf. He goes, what do you mean? We wrote this to give people new credit files. Yeah, but I don't like it. You see, it's not against the law. The difference is these people are going to hurt people. They're not going to pay their creditors. They're going to hurt creditors. They could demonstrate, they could damage the whole market out there. See, when we worked and donated our time for witness protection, that was fine. Witness protection used CPNs, legitimately. File segregation, I put on the shelf. Every book back then, it's very simple. This is 80s, 90s, and all through the time, 70s and 80s, 90s. See, I break records. I don't have excuses. I actually follow through. Highest kick on the planet, 1981, 13 feet, 2 feet jumping the lights. Fastest kick. All right, one of the cars in the 21 car collection. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, goodies. One of the mansions, one of the yachts, why not? You see, I'm the guy that's not full of crap. I had 21 cars in my car collection for years. So again, this book's free to every one of you, free to the world. Why? I already created my millions and billions by the time I was 21. So your choice is up to you. You could do the same thing if you want to. It's not hard to do, but you have to understand how it works. So this is for the kids and for you to understand about personal credit. You don't have to guess anymore like you've been guessing most of your life, unfortunately. Winning the credit game. It's fun. All right. It even shows you part of the Lamborghini collection at the time. Bum, 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 bum. I don't get it. Okay. You have the choice to change your life today. So here's free books for you. It's in the link below. Here's articles for free in the link below. Connect Your Dots, SS5, link below. 1040, LLC. All these people in link below. Why? Can you imagine today? The client last week got $234,000 grant money. 2 grants are instant. It's only one-time grants. And the other is basically a monthly grant. They used the nonprofit book in 12.8. Book 12. They use that at 100%. So if you were going to position yourself for profit, nonprofit, working in conjunction, it makes sense. Every rich and famous person I ever incorporated, they have a nonprofit foundation. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be President of the United States of America. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. I've sold more corporations on planet Earth than anybody gave them away. Anybody. Isn't that great? Anybody. But again, it's up to you. Do you want to listen and learn? You want to play the game? You want to win? You want to lose? I'm sorry, most of you are not winning right now. You don't have the $1 million dream. You have the dream, but you have no foundation. Foundation builds structure and dreams. The 12 books that I created, very simple. The Millionaire's Founders Kit, the Blueprint for Success. Every Tuesday, Ontario. All right, no, excuse me, every Tuesday, all right, Orange County. Every Wednesday, Bonaventure. Every Thursday, Ontario. Every Saturday, Long Beach, Marriott. I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. Where you been? So understand, if you ever want to do nonprofit and get grant money, a 501c3 exemption, the nonprofit, the links in the nonprofit is going to cost you $30 in California now. Mine cost me $10. But I did mine when I was 9 years old. What were you doing at 9? I was being a weird kid. So what do? Here's 12 books and CDs that build you the foundation of everything you're trying to do, the foundation. This gives you the 1,000 steps, rules, and tools that I use in class on Saturdays. Go to class with no book, makes no sense. Silly people do that every day, makes no sense at all. Let's think today. If you wanted to position yourself, now I'd like you to look at Rapid Rescore and your mortgage companies. Mortgage companies are costing about $2,000 a rapid rescore. No problem. $2,000. Well, the reality is that's just a fee they get to do what? In an escrow, make the score go up and away. Rapid, when we designed it in 77, 78, was to block crap, push the score up, and help you close an escrow because your debt to ratio is terrible. Rapid rescore today is the same thing. So we charge $500 on a live. It's $500 on live. That's what it is. Rapid rescore. If you call the office later today, it's $1,000. No problem. If you do it with me now, I'm going to build you $5,000 of credit. I'm going to hand you $5,000 of credit. And you spend $500 on the live now, and then basically it's up to you how you want to do this. If you do it now, if you wait, it's okay. You can wait all you want. The office is going to charge you $1,500 for both of those things. They're going to rebuild your credit, rapid rescore, block the crap, push your score up, boy, and hand you $5,000 of credit. They're going to charge you $1,500. I'm offering it to you for $500 because I want to help you. If you don't want it now, hey, do it later. No problem. You don't need to do it ever. It's up to you. See, if you push your score up and away, you're not going to get green lights to reduce your debt to ratio. How about a blueprint call with me? Could you imagine you and I on the phone for an hour with your partner of life, blueprinting you, past, present, and future? I'd like to structure your goal list. I'd like to help you get that grant money. As a client did last week, $234,000 grant money. Again, what are they going to do with the grant money? They're going to get positioned with the city and the state. They're going to do basically hospice care, elderly, and transportation act. They're not going to be a phony company like Minnesota and California does, a real one. So basically, for $1,000, I give you $10,000 in credit because I got you to do it on my live. Simple. If you don't do it on live, call the office. Simple. It's simple how it works. Here's how you do it. It's basically this payment. I can't say the name. There's my email address right there. There's basically the phone number, email address to this, and how it works. So your goal is simple. I'd like to position you my way a little bit more than you're doing yourself, but it's up to you. It's up to you. It's always been up to you. Now, I would like you to write down the following procedure. You ready to write it down? All right, you're going to take a utility bill, okay? And you're going to take basically your credit card bills. You're going to go paperless, automatic payment. Paperless, automatic payment. Paperless, automatic payment. I want you to do this now. Write it down. It's a procedure. I want you to call the phone number right in that screen, 888-567-8688. Later today, you'll call it, you'll opt out 5 years or a lifetime. Now, I wrote a program for TRW in Ken Yarborough years ago, 70s and 80s. It's called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. I want you to maintain 10% on all your credit cards minimum, 10%. Some of my clients have bought my books before. They act like they're coaches. They're pretend coaches. They don't have an education. They have no background. They don't have any degree. I watched Ryan use the F word for 20 minutes. Someone asked if he had a degree. He says he doesn't need one. What he teaches is wrong anyway. I want to share something. If you pay off your credit cards every month, they're going to close your card or shrink your limits. We have clients here that actually use this program, and it's not a program. It's a bunch of hooey. What does this mean? If you're not allowing the creditor to make a little bit of money on you, they're not going to give you more credit. You pay it off every week? Fantastic. Do you want more credit? Forget it. They'll shrink your limit. You want corporate credit? The underwriter says, what? You don't use the credit I gave you? Creditors are trying to make a buck. Let them make a buck. Let them make a friend and a buck. But again, I'm going to tell you to maintain 10% on all cards, personal cards. I'm going to tell you to make an extra payment weekly and biweekly. If I'm automatic payment and paperless, if I make a payment weekly, I don't care if it's 10 or 20 bucks extra. That's called fast pay, quick pay. You're recycling the payment. They're excited. They're happy. The creditors are salivating. 100,000 of personal credit. There's your goal. What do you mean? You got 71,000 of safety here. These fluctuate. These don't. Simple. If I have a blank day, what do I jack up these? Don't jack up these. Why do you jack up the wrong card? Your lack of knowledge. So that's what I need you to do. The biggest problem I watch people do every day, they're trying to reinvent the wheel. What does that mean? Please name a rich and famous person that ever had an LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, PC, do business that made it all the way. They don't. They own companies. So your LLC is making money. Fantastic. It's an LLC, limited liability company of company. All right, from sole proprietor. Then they argue this silly thing I watch people. What about the unemployment tax? 15.3%, blah, 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 blah. What do I care? I don't want to keep the LLC. Once it starts making money, I'm going to convert it to S. S Corp. Do you understand the IRS says the S Corp is the best thing because of one reason? You don't have to worry about the unemployment tax, and the bottom line is they can't give you crap. If your LLC becomes S when you make money, it makes sense. C Corp's double taxed. I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but I'll tell you what I'll tell you to do. But you do what you want to do. It's up to you. The S Corporation's one tax return for you, and the Corp filing one tax return. What am I going to do? Division process. Write down division process. 97% of businesses fail every day. You have failed, man. You have failed, man. I'm sorry to say. Most of you started a business and it failed. You made one work, it went down, up and up, and it went 7 years great, 3 years bad, up and down. Whee! What about long term? See, every day, no matter what you do in life, you have to eat. Your bills have to be paid no matter what you do. Your wife and your kids have to be taken care of no matter what you do. Again, it's up to you. Only 1% that are famous are rich and famous that ever last and get to be 1% rich and famous. So, structure builds finance and dreams. If you had $1 million today, what would you do with the $1 million? Come on, tell me, please. Here's over $1 million of credit right here in my hand. What am I going to do with it? I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to blankety blank away. Every one of these cards entitles me to a blueprint loan. A blueprint loan. So this card gets me a blueprint loan up to $250,000. I like that. It makes sense. But what do? My personal credit has to be a CFO. By the way, you're a double CFO. You're a triple CFO. You're a CFO for family, God, family, money. From there, the corporation, profit corporation, CFO, and a nonprofit. You see, out of the ones who got the grant money last week, $234,000, she lost her job. Now she goes work for the nonprofit. But here's the problem. You have to be careful. You cannot give yourself a big paycheck because you didn't have a paycheck. You actually give yourself a paycheck that equals what you used to make what you make. You're not trying to be rich. Nonprofit, you have to be careful you don't screw it up. That's the most important. Structure builds finance and dreams. There's your blueprint. Take your picture. I'd like to do a blueprint with you on the phone up to 1 hour with your partner of life. I'd like to do a blueprint with you. I'd like to talk about your past, present, and future. I'd like to structure this the right way. I'm sorry, I don't like your way. I don't like your way at all. Let's think, come on. If I have an LLC right here, LLP, right here, here's the categories we can pick. If one gets sued, they sue these, they sue you. If I have an SS5, SSN 1040, you have that. You have to connect your dots. You have that now. The problem is your paycheck is taxed before you get the leftover. What paycheck do you need? Simple. 24 years, your house payment is what? Interest only. House, car. The bottom line is you. I'd like you to become a puppet master. Come on, let's look at this. This is great. I love this. All right, 3 divisions equal 300,000 in credit. Okay, let's pick 3 cards. Should we pick the ones that are neutral? There's 3 million, or should we pick the ones that are here under Reynolds University right here? What you could do. So if I pick 3 cards right here, 3 cards, that's $300,000, 100,000 each. That's 30,000 of an income to a corporation division process. If I pick the 6 cards right here, what do? It's 600,000 and 60,000 a month. If I pick the 9 cards, here again, that's $100,000 of credit, and that's $100,000 of income. That's $1 million of credit. Every card you get from American Express can be paid over time limit $100,000. I tell this all the time. Hell, they're unlimited cards. So if we did this correctly, what do? So if you did this my way, I think you can accomplish your goal if you wanted to, but it's going to be up to you as we structure this. I like to blueprint every one of you. What does that mean? If you're on the phone with me for an hour, up to 1 hour, what am I going to do? Past, present, future. Past, present, future. I'm going to ask you, have a bankruptcy, did you seal it? Did you have a tax problem? Did you mess up Chase or American Express? Family, you have a wife, husband, dog, and a cat and a fish? What do we have to protect? Do you have a corporation or LLC? I'm going to convert it to S anyway. I'm going to tell you to do that. Do you have 18 divisions? Each division is a line of defense. Each division. It's like the mouse pad I want to send to every one of you for free. It's right here. Each division. 9 divisions build you 9 lines of credit in 9 locations of something. I don't understand why you didn't buy the Wendy's restaurant years ago. You could have. You can. How about a piece? We go get a timeshare, we get a deed of trust per week. What if we owned a storage unit, laundromat, car wash? What do we do? I wrote the original books on laundromats and car washes 47 years ago when I wrote the book on printing companies and my payphone business and all kinds of stuff. Now you got clients going, you need a car wash laundry. No, you don't. You need to own the thing. So, do you have irrevocable trust? Do you have irrevocable trust? Irrevocable trust, yes or no? Again, you need that. The car, I watch silly people tell you to sell your car to the irrevocable trust, and if you bump someone's car, they sue the irrevocable trust, they don't sue you. The registered owner is the duck and the sheep. It's what it's always been. So you can protect your assets no matter what you do. Simple. So the car needs to be a division. The house needs to be into the trust. You bought the house, it should be escrow, closed homestead trust. But you bought it jointly, then you both have a credit problem. You both hurt each other. Auto income, cash flow per time. Now, remember, I wrote that book here, the series, Winning the Game of Business, when I was 15 years old. So here's the way it works. Here's chapter 18. I found this out when I was 7.5 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. They said, at a poker game, I'm listening to these people talk, rich and famous people. Corporation's a legal person. We can offset our tax. Sound great. What did it mean? I went to the library to figure it out. Torrance Library, Torrance Police Department, figure it out. Okay. Right here. A corporation's a legal what? What does it say? Person. That may sue or be sued. Right here, right here, right here. So you got your LLC, LLP, S Corp, C Corp, nonprofit, PC. They sue it, they sue you. Congratulations. No one's ever done it that way. You're trying to reinvent the wheel. A division was created by me in '84. I'm the king of satellite television. These big ugly antennas. Wow, wow, wow. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Wow. But I own some Shakey's, some 31 flavors, some ice cream places, Subway. Oh, goody. What else? Shopping center condos. Here's the thing. I had a problem. California sent me a letter in the mail. You have to pay a franchise tax fee for every corporation. So if you got 5 LLCs, because they told you on TikTok to get 5 LLCs, that means $5,000, $1,000 each corporation in California. Why would you do that? You don't need that. Divisions are what you need. I created a division process because I asked the basic questions in Sacramento in 1984. Can I have an entity under the corporation, LLC, LLP, C Corps, classified as an entity and not to pay franchise tax fee? I don't want to pay franchise tax fee. I don't want to pay that. And that's what I asked. I asked a basic question. They got an answer. Create a form and modify one. So guess what? Take your picture. Men, it's about time you do it my way because I don't like your way. Ladies, same thing. I want you to control everything, be a puppet master, and own nothing. I don't own anything. I'm not silly enough to put a car in my name, but I do have millions and billions of dollars that I play with. They're not mine. They're not mine. It's not mine. Why would they want anything from me? I learned when I was 8.5 years old when she wanted me to pay rent. She stole my $52. So I learned a long time ago, never own anything, control it all. Here's your future. Your future today is taking a $100,000 credit card here, American Express times 10. Time how many? 10. 100,000 each times what? 10. If I take a credit card, I have to look at a different strategy. Credit cards build score to get more. Here's ink cards. Ink's from basically Chase. There's no interest up to 22 months. So the ink card here is very simple. I'll probably do some Bitcoin, some gold, some silver, stock trading. Maybe that's what I've done. Maybe you can do the same thing. So a credit card could do that. Understand, if I use this $50,000 card in my hand, if I lose or win, I get to offset the tax either way. Simple. Lose or win. Simple. I like that. There's no interest rate to 22 months. If I take a credit card, it could be basically American Express. I want to buy an apartment complex, car wash, Wendy's, storage unit. There are 10 businesses that I would tell you to buy as an auto income business, but it's up to you. Do what you want. All right, you've been doing your whole life. How's that working for you? How's it working for you right now? How's it working? If you want $100,000 of credit, you got to understand. Take a picture. I mean, American Express offers everybody a blueprint loan. The blueprint loan's up to $250,000. What would you do with $250,000 today? What would you do with it? $250,000 today. What would you do with it? It's right here. It's right there. It's right there. See, I'm telling you what you could do to connect your dots if you want to, but it's going to be up to you. Nothing's ever changed. What would you do with $250,000? All right, and basically a blueprint loan. I would tell you the first thing is right and buy something. Buy a McDonald's, Wendy's restaurant, Jack in the Box. Buy a car wash, a laundromat, something. I would figure out what business I could buy with a down payment or a group of people doing that as well. So you can always do group funding. You know, I'd buy a business. That's the goal. Who buys the business? You or the corporation? Who buys the business? You or the corporation? Come on, answer the question. You start answering questions, do it. Who buys the business? You or corporation? Come on, tell me. Come on. I want to know what you think. Come on. Okay? Do you buy it as you as a or a corporation? You or corporation? Please tell me. Come on, have the guts to tell me the truth. You or the corporation? Corporation. Fantastic. All right, you or the corporation? And how many people say corporation? Corporation. Fantastic. Okay, you're absolutely wrong. Wrong. Stop it. Spank yourself. Your division buys the business. 22,000 locations last year bankrupt of banks. 22,000 locations. How do they bankrupt the division? Because it's a subsidiary of the parent company. Once again, banks bankrupt locations called branch number. Stores do this. Cities do this because they plan the problem. You didn't plan the problem. Your corporation never buys anything. It manages everything. Your LLC becomes a management company. Most of you named after yourself. You name what it does. And then you let it do business and they come get you. Then they basically get you and then they get your spouse. Now you're on the couch. Are you going to be a husband? That's what you do to yourself all the time. Husband becomes a husband. Simple. What do? Corporation manages location, division, process. Corporation manages divisions and process. The division I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I can throw it away. You have to plan the problem. Your problem is you don't plan the problem. You run your life as seat of the pants. You run the same rerun every other day, same thing you've done your whole life, again and again. Division buys it. The line of credit, $250. What do you buy? I'd say storage unit, the one you drive by every day. Laundromat, car wash, what do we do? How about a gas station with a store? How about you do group funding? You do it together and buy it as a unit. You own a piece. Again, let's pretend you're paying attention now. What happens is American Express wants you to have 30 transactions on a monthly basis, 30 transactions. They want to see 100,000 in and out of the bank account. If you ever get in some of my coaching programs, if you ever do, and have a position available for you, guess what? I allow my clients in coaching programs to use my petty cash account. All right, that's simple. That's 56,000 right there. What do? Here's 70,000, 71,000. Here's 270. So what happens is, if you elect me as a CFO in the future, I get no power to do anything. I become a CFO on the behalf of your corporation. All right, behalf of your corporation, that's it. I can use my accounts or history for you if you make me be a CFO now in the future. It's up to you. You don't have to do that. But if you don't have verification, we can do that as well. Again, if you wanted a rapid rescore, rebuild your credit, no problem. And I can give you $5,000 of credit. You want a blueprint loan with me or a call, blueprint call up to an hour with your partner of life. There you go. That's how we do for me. If not, you call the office. The office phone number is right there. Talk to a specialist. Let them answer the questions for you. They'll ask you 10 questions. Again, what do? What is a division of a corporation? Well, if you pay attention, you'll listen and learn as we go through the process. And I teach people this all the time. I invented it in 84, got it approved in all 50 states in 85, 86. Sometimes people need to talk to me like someone did a week ago. Thursday, they're going to file bankruptcy the next day. No. So Wednesday, someone got hurt at one of the locations. They said someone got hurt at a location, had stitches. They talked to their attorney. Their attorney said they need to file a Chapter 11 bankruptcy to protect all the assets they have personally in business. So they're gathering the list of everything they have. They have millions of dollars company. Again, I get them on the phone. I call them because I do calling cards for clients. That means I'm available and usually 24/7 if there's an emergency. What happens? I call them at 11 o'clock at night. I go, what are you doing? We're going to file bankruptcy tomorrow morning. Fantastic. Okay. Why? Ray, I told you we had an accident in one of the locations. Someone got hurt. They got stitches. We need to protect everything we got. I said, tell me again. What do you mean? Tell me again. Someone got hurt at a location. Are you hearing me? Yeah, I'm hearing you, but you're hearing yourself. Say it again. Say it again. Someone got hurt at one of my locations. It says knock it off. Here's wife going, here's husband, stop it. Every time blank hits the fan, you hire somebody to help solve your problems. And they let you down. They milked a retainer. And they got away with it. And eventually you just want to get the heck out of that situation. So you settle. No. They said that one of the locations had a problem. If banks can bankrupt 50 or 22,000 locations last year, or cities or grocery stores, so could you. I said, what's wrong with it? What are you doing? I said, you're not filing bankruptcy tomorrow. Hell no. You said one of your locations. You're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate the division. Like 3 people. What's a division? I don't get it. I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. You know what the hell a division is. What's wrong with you? These don't work. Where you been? Your way? Bottom line is your way stinks because you bring the pain home. I got them to understand they're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate a division, and separate the problem, separate the piece. Why would you ever bring the pain home, any one of you? You never had to. Why do you do what you do? I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. I'd like to get you a blueprint loan. I'd like you to change your life, but it's up to you. I'd like you to call if you have an emergency. That's why you sell calling cards for all my clients. So call the office, get a calling card if you want. We take 20-minute calls all the time. You're not supposed to make them at 45 minutes like earlier today. One more. I'm going to take those off the market because I don't need one more. They put me behind my schedule for 45 minutes. It's supposed to be a 20-minute call, fast and easy. My coaching programs are simple. I have group coaching 4 people at a time. I also have my specialists doing coaching, or I do coaching myself. But I teach people how to get into escrow and close escrows all the time. If you wanted to rapid rescore, $500, it's a giveaway. Real estate companies do it for $2,000 all the time. Here's a rapid to push your score up, get green lights, and solve your problem debt to ratio. I give a bonus of $5,000 of credit for that. I like to give you 10 times your investment back to you. But it's okay. Call the office today. All right, they'll charge you $1,500. If you want a blueprint call with me, it's simple. An hour on the phone. Your partner of life, we're going to re-blueprint you my way because I don't like your way. I like my way because my way works. Your way, ay. So what happens? I'm always going to try to give you 10 times your money back in personal business credit. I've done that since I was 26 years old when I was controlling $2.6 billion of structure and $2.2 billion in real estate at 26. It's not mine. I'm a puppet master. I don't own anything. Why would I want to own anything? Hell, what you want to do is take it away. Your goal is to repackage your life and your paycheck and everything you do. Please bring it on. Ask me a question you don't think I can answer about personal business credit. We used to call play Ask Ray, Stump Ray. It's simple. We get to play the game and we get to win. Simple. You want to make money? All right, you become an affiliate. It's in the link below. We'll pay you up to 20%. Bring all the people here. What happens? Very simple. Love you so much. Well, I'll love you back because I'm having fun. Thank you for the goodies. You see, I'm the guy that's not full of doo-doo, and I'm a guy who's going to put you in check. We're going to do it my way because I'll answer your questions, I'll build your foundation, and you will take care of family. It is God, family, money. Write it down. God is first, family, husband and wife became one. And then we have money. We need money. I don't love money, but I need it. But the difference is I got so good at it, I built billions and billions and billions. It's easy. A structure, not mine, of course. Why would I want any money? That's how we do things and payments all the time. Could you imagine today if you basically just focused on you, and knock off the silly stuff that you do every day? I would tell you flat out, very simple, help me help you. Take your picture. All right, go to my different 3 accounts for TikTok. Give me followers, 1,000 plus, and all the followers. If you help me help you, I help you even more. That's the goal. Then I go back to basics. Your problem is you. I'm sorry to say it's true. Your paycheck's taxed. You don't understand it. You want to be mad. You want to be, upset? First, you're upset because rich and famous people have money. You do not. So instead of that, just be quiet and join them. Then you want to think about the IRS. It's very simple. You have an SS5 form. It's what it is. It's what it's always been. You fill it out or mommy did. It's simple. The SS5 form I had to do when I was 14. All right, you probably did yours because Nixon took the gold standard out in 71 in August. That means basically what you did. Mommy did it for you. You agreed not to laminate, to not carry with you, and not use SSN for any purpose at all. You breaking the rules and tools today. Congratulations. Every one of you break the rules. But again, your paycheck is taxed. I do not understand silly because it makes no sense to me. You or mommy gave permission for the IRS to deduct the tax in your paycheck. You gave permission. Mommy gave permission. That's how it works. So you're taxed now on your paycheck. Wah, wah, wah. You have a lease payment, $3,000 a month. Okay, you make them rich, not you. You listen to silly people, sell me the house, sell me the water, blah, 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 blah. I don't like silly people like that. I don't like blah, blah, blahs. But if you had a house payment, for 24 years, it's interest. House payment, 24, I'm going to repeat it several times, you get it here. 24 years, it's interest only. Interest only. You don't pay it off to the last 6 years anyway. So if I have a paycheck being taxed, ow, 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 how do I get my money back? I recycle my paycheck on my 1040 tax return. If I have a corporation, S Corp should always be C double tax, S Corp, LLC double tax, what? Again, what do we do? An LLC is going to be what? An S Corp, because I said so. I love S Corps. I don't have to worry about that 15% of bony blah blah employment tax, that crap out there. I don't have to be a circus blah blah blah. Your paycheck is recycled, all right, because your house payment gives you your money back on your tax return. That's how it works. It's recycling money. If you could connect your dots, everything I tell you makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. Why has nobody explained it to you? Because they don't know it themselves. Amateur hour was over. All right, Ray Reynolds, now the godfather of credit, the Blueprint Live is now on TikTok. I have to deal with the silly things I don't like. But I think I can help most of you if you want me to play, and we're going to play my way, because your way, I don't like it. I don't like it. So if you recycle your paycheck, it's taxed. Quit complaining. Get that house payment, offset your tax, get your money back. That's how it works. So any route you get your money back. Again, what do? You got to call the office today and answer the darn questions. You need to talk to Lawrence. You need to talk to Chris. You need to talk to George. Talk to David. You need to talk to Kelly. I have trained these people to understand how to ask the 10 questions. Be assigned to a specialist. Answer the questions. You see, every one of you could change your life today if you wanted to. Personal credit. My wife and I maintain $100,000 of credit. Some cards fluctuate, the other ones do not. American Express doesn't fluctuate. Now, I don't use it and abuse it. So people go, what about the dead? Stop. If blank hits a fan today and you lose your job, what are you going to do? You're probably going to jack up the wrong credit card. You're going to panic. You increase the limits before you jack it up. These don't fluctuate. So I would jack out an American Express Gold or Platinum card at any time up to $100,000. It gives me time for that 1 year of blankety blank time. Safety credit. We don't bring the pain home. By the way, your score never drops. Never drops. The reason your score dropped is because you jacked up the wrong card. The reason it happened, you didn't pay attention to me, the guy who helped set up the system in the first place. I can say, I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. I can say I trained Ken Yarbrough at TRW. I can say that when I hired Ken, even from my companies, I mean, here's his damn canceled checks. 70s, 80s, and 90s. You see, I can tell you the truth. Unfortunately, out there's a bunch of hooey out there. I can show you the truth. It'll set you free if you want, but it's up to you if you want to play the right way. I'm sorry you did it your way. I don't like your way. I'm sorry you didn't learn about personal credit, finance. That's why I give books for free. I've written 67 books so far, 67. I have literally about 40 being edited now. All right, and I'm not done in writing all the time. I'm up every morning at 1:15 in the morning, ready to go. I get my 3 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep at the most. That's all I've ever needed in my whole life. So is it about time you get off your white and go get the goodies and goodies and goodies? Your problem is this. That is winning the credit game. It's free in the link below. Free, 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 free. The kid, I wrote this for the kids and for the grown-ups. I go to schools all the time, and I teach kids, and I hand out hundreds of books. I spend my money, thousands and thousands of dollars, giving out the books for the kids and this teachers for free. Why not? Because I educated. I went to school. I got the paper. I did the time. Been studying the law and accounting for 50 years. All right, I watched Ryan cuss out for 20 minutes, the F word. I say, why? You don't have a degree. Well, you bought my books 18 years ago and you think you're a coach. You're not a coach, you're a pretend coach. People listen to him, it's like Sillyville. I don't get it. If you want the real truth, rules, and tools, you get the book. It's in the link tree. It's right there. It's in the link below. Link, link, links. Now. I mean, I don't get it. You have the ability to change your life if you listen and learn. It's simple. Download it. Send it to everybody you know for free, the whole world. Send it to everybody for free. Why not? Free. Could you imagine somebody who really wants to help the world change itself for 50 years like me? I created my first $1 million structure. I was a kid. I wrote a patent, car finder. By the way, it became part of GPS, so you don't know that. Simple. I like making money. It's a game. I like to win. Do you like to win? The Millionaire's Founders Kit is like simple. I sold it for $5,000 a set. $5,000 a set. Bonaventure every Wednesday night. Orange County Tuesdays. Ontario Thursdays. And LA, the Marriott in Long Beach for 32 years. I won the award for being the second largest advertiser in California. So you could change your life if you want to. That's silly. It's ridiculous. I sold it for $5,000 a set. That book 12 helped them get their $230,000 of grant money. $230,000 of grant money. That's what they used. They used the book, and they went to class. Simple. Went to class. Now I told her, do not get a bigger paycheck than you ever made in the beginning. Never, never, never. Don't act young, got rich, I can make a paycheck. No. You lost your job. You work for the nonprofit. You get the same paycheck you had before, so you maintain your lifestyle. Lifestyle is dream. Dream is lifestyle. In other words, your lifestyle should be your income base. Income is lifestyle. If you balance what I say many different ways, I try to tell you left brain, right brain, and the middle brain or no brain. Simple. We have to learn how to play my way. Why? I think your way stinks. Again, you did a choice. Rapid rescore, $500. Mortgage company charge $2,000. I hand you $5,000 back because I want to give you 10 times your money. If I blueprint you, I want to do it for $1,000, give you $10,000 in credit, rebuild your whole credit. Let our paralegals go to work. Simple. It's up to you again. What do we do? Simple. You call the office, 800-254-9506. This, or you do it this way, you get the discount. This gives you the discount. Office does not. It's your choice. If today you took your utility bill and your credit cards and you went automatic payment, that would be the goal. Auto payment. If you were basically doing that, you opt out from this phone number in front of you, 888-567-8688. You make an extra payment on your credit cards every week. I don't care if it's $10. It's called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. I wrote it for the TRW. It came in '96. Fast Pay, Quick Pay. Now what do? You're trying to reinvent the wheel. That's why I'm repeating this because so many people late. No corporation ever did business and owned business. They don't do business. They own businesses. Name a rich and famous person that doesn't own companies. You're trying to be an entrepreneur. Fantastic. Rich and famous don't do that way. You're trying to be rich and famous. Oh, goody for you. They sue the LLC. They sue you. The C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit sue. They sue you. You have no choice. 97% of businesses fail every day. Less than 1% ever make it. It's like being a singer, they say it. Only 1% make it. Half the people that get famous singing, they can't sing. They're terrible. But they made it. Now, structure builds finance and dream. Structure builds finance and dream. There's a blueprint. I'd like to customize one for you. You and I creating, well, how much do you want? You want 30,000 in income to the corp? 60 or 90? How about 100,000? If you structure correctly, blueprint, I created 39 million clients, 39 before I died in a coma, 2009. Blueprints, me and you on the phone. I have to be. I'm going to create your blueprint for you your goal list. I'm going to tell you what to do, how to receive the goal. But again, I'm going to repackage it my way. You're going to look at Chapter 18. It's very simple. It's an LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC, whatever you have. It says a corporation is a legal person. An LLC is not a corporation. It's a limited liability company fed off of a sole proprietor. That's what it is. Simple. When they sue you. Congratulations. I want C to be S. I want LLC to be S as well. The legal what? I want it to be a corporation. Divisions. I invented the division process out of necessity in '84. I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee. From my corporations, my Shakey's pizzas, my 31 flavors, my ice cream places, condos, and shopping centers. They called me the king of satellite television. Ridiculous. All these big, ugly antennas, manufacturing, distributing, retail stores, that's what it was. What do we do? Here's your picture. If you ever wanted to change your life, there it is. Your choice. If you take your LLC and convert it to S Corp when you make money, in my opinion, do whatever you want. And not here to get legal advice or anything else for accounting. I'll be your CPA attorney. Your LLC, S Corp, divisions, $100,000 a month income. You got peace of mind now. You're taking care of your family. You're manning up. Every man on this here watching right now has failed many times because you didn't have the structure. Every time you didn't make it work consecutively, you made it work for 6 years, 3 years, 1 year. Wow, it's good. That's bad. Yeah, it's good as that. Yeah, it's like that. Reminds me of my oldest daughter when I taught her how to drive my Ferrari. One of my Ferraris, the car complex, not really mine, it was control of it. One of the Ferraris, bum, bum, bum. So I would drive, that's your life. You ever going to get steady? You ever going to have an auto income? That's your future. Auto income is your future. You're not here to be rich. All right, ladies and gentlemen, call the office, 800-254-9506. Take that picture right there. It's right there. There's a phone number. I'd like to send you a mouse pad, one of my mouse pads. I'll pay for the whole thing for you. I'll take it out of my pocket just for you. Simple. It's a quality mouse pad, too. You could change your life if you wanted to today. It's very simple. That's financial freedom. That's finding peace through the auto income process. That is the Ray Reynolds Blueprint Live. So I want you to do your best, let God do the rest. Amen to that, too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.